Now the first selectman candidate, starting with Earl.
20 minutes.
We've heard the candidates for first selectman stand up here and tell you what they're going to do. I'm going to stand here up here and tell you what I have done. 4 years ago, I promised that I would control spending. It was not 2 years that we haven't borrowed money in this town. It's 4. We talked about fiscal control, budgetary control, managing the budget. This past year, the budget that we just went through, I returned to the town $174,000. That's what I call managing the budget. They talk about getting grants. I've proven that I can get grants. About $500,000 worth in the last 3 or 4 months. They talk about lean budgets. I've done lean budgets. What they haven't talked about are the challenges that are going to face this community in the next 3 years based upon the challenges that face the state budget in the next 3 years. The budget that we currently have in the state is $500 million out of balance. Do they have a plan to handle that if the state cuts our grants? 2011 is going to be the worst because the state budget for the 2 years was balanced on stimulus money, non-recurring income, and by not contributing to the state pension program. You can only do that so many times. So, the problem is not now. The problem is next year and the year after. Do they have a plan to deal with it? I do. I'm already working on the budget. And I have contingency plans in place to present to the board if the state cuts back our grants. That's planning. You want to run it like a business, that's how you run a business. That's how you run a business. You don't run a business by committee. We are elected to make the decisions. You've given us that authority. You don't abdicate that authority by handing it to a committee. You get input, but it's your responsibility. That's how a business is run. The chief executive is responsible. As Harry Truman said, the buck stops here. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for attending tonight's forum. I think it's great when we all get together to discuss our town's future. And I think a lot can be taken from the questions and answers we've heard here tonight. Before we leave, I want to take the time to thank the many friends on my team who have supported me along the way and our entire ticket who is ready to go. I also want to thank my wife, Carlene, for all the love and support she's given me over the past 3 months, taking care of the kids and doing everything around the house that I've really been out on the road and missing. And without her, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I really appreciate her and thank her. I'm extremely proud of the talented people we have assembled and the positive campaign we've run, and focusing on issues from day one. I value the input of those trying to make life in New Hartford a little bit better for all of us. And leading this town requires a team effort, and I think we've put together a great team. Something that really has been lacking for some time, and I believe we're all ready for a change. When I look at our campaign, I love the small town character it's taken on. Our events have been great. They've been filled with volunteers making homemade t-shirts and hand-painted billboards. And several of our members have taken the time to go door-to-door, weekend in and out, to meet with people across the town to discuss what's important to them. Most of the time, that is in the rain. So it's been tough. I say, if you like the work ethic that you've seen during this campaign, just imagine what we can do for you when we're elected. Let me make one thing clear. I said it before, I will say it again. I will not disrespect anyone here and their vote by working part-time in this position. The first selectman's job is full-time, Monday through Friday, and I will be there for you. Not only with an open door, but with an open mind, looking at new things, looking at new way of doing things for our town, trying to make things better. Our town is filled with many special people with different interests, and we all share the bond of living here. We also share our town's many fine attributes. Great schools, parks, and recreational opportunities, including our downtown. Our team is committed to preserving these assets. We also have many different needs. Our seniors have expressed interest in a new home, and Antolini is being proposed for a renovation. But these issues will be discussed. But in this economy, difficult funding decisions lay ahead, and some of these projects may have to wait. Certainly, planning can occur, and that's what our team will bring to the table. My experience with budgets, contracts, and building projects have prepared me to lead this town. While managing expenses is always a priority, turning our attention to commercial development is a must. My experience in real estate has given me a great foundation to try to make that happen. Our commitments to schools is a must, but as we go forward, we must be mindful of the parents and grandparents that pay the bills. Now more than ever, we must heed calls and proceed with caution. We can do more. When we get off our heels and get on our toes, imagine what we can do as we go forward. My name is Dan Jerem. I'm proud to lead this team, and I humbly ask for your vote. Thank you very much.
As a taxpayer of the town of New Hartford, you should insist on a first selectman who has solid business experience. For 10 years, I have worked with my husband to build a worldwide business right here in our town. I have managed the business, putting into place a fiscally conservative plan from the beginning. Because of my ability to work well with people and maintain open lines of communication, in 10 years, I have a 100% collection rate. Find another company, big or small, who has that statistic. We are debt-free and we are growing. I have invested in the job of the first selectman already by hiring someone to replace me so I can work for you full-time and put these business practices in place for you in the town of New Hartford. You should also insist on someone who has experience for working for the town of New Hartford. I've been a selectman for 2 years. Someone who has several accomplishments as both a selectman and as a community leader. And in just the last couple of years, I've helped push forward the wastewater treatment plant, had been a strong advocate and take a lot of responsibility in getting that USDA Rural Development grant into town. Developed a teen-safe driving program on my own that I brought to the Region 7 school. Open space is something that I have advocated for, and we got the Phillips Farm property. Energy conservation and town recycling initiatives. I've been there for you as an unpaid selectman, putting in many, many hours. You should ask for someone who has learned and understands the dynamics of the town departments, the need for better leadership and better open communication to serve you. Someone who understands that it is time to bring New Hartford up to date, running our town and putting proper business practices into place. You should insist on someone with integrity, who is strong, who is decisive, a listener, a team player, a true supporter of this town in so many ways, and yes, I'm nice too. That someone is me. The time is now for change. I am here to serve you, and I ask for your vote for the Webb Claybart team. We are a well-balanced team of men and women who are ready to serve you. I ask for your vote on November 3rd. Thank you.